Alright, quick update on DogeCoin and Shiba Inu. So once again, I'm going to lump both of these cryptos into the same video because, they basically have the same chart right now. So it's going to be very, very similar what's going on, and these basically move in tandem from what I can tell. So quickly, starting off with DogeCoin, you can see yesterday the EMA ribbons fired off a buy signal. We still have not switched to a sell, but you can see that we've got this huge bearish engulfing candle right now. So, in my opinion, it doesn't necessarily look too good. We ran into the 200-day moving average, and when I updated you on this the last time, I said the 200-day moving average is really your moon line. We've had this as resistance before, and then when it was support, it was very strong support. And I basically highlighted this 200-day, at least in my opinion, is really the only thing getting in the way of a parabolic rally to the all-time high. And if it was any other crypto, I wouldn't be able to say that with a straight face. But the point is, looking at the Dogecoin and Shiba Inu charts, if you take a graph of basically where these bottom all the way to the all-time high, you can see they move so parabolically. They do this in like less than a month. This was 29 days of a parabolic rally once we finally broke back above the 200-day and found our bottom. So we really haven't we got rejected very strongly from the 200-day on Dogecoin, and especially on the daily. I mean, this is a really harsh rejection. We're also having extreme selling volume coming in right now. The last time we saw the selling volume, we were all the way up here and we started to fall off the table. So personally, I'm not entering a trade right now on Dogecoin. I am sitting on the sidelines. I think it is very risky to be entering a trade or to be buying or selling Dogecoin right now. If anything, this could potentially be a short position if we do manage to flip the EMA ribbons back to the downside. But personally, I'm not looking to trade this at the moment. I am going to be sitting on the sidelines. So that is really all I've got for Dogecoin. You can see we've really run into some very strong resistance and we're starting to head down. On the daily specifically, if we start, pushing below these EMA ribbons, if we start, closing below 13.62 cent, then it could be very deadly. And it's the same for all the markets. I mean, all the markets are very heavily down right now. You can see Bitcoin is having, a very hard time. Let me refresh these because I'm looking at these based on momentum today, so I'm going to get rid of the money flow indicator in the RSI just for a couple of videos or so, just because I believe the squeeze momentum indicator will do a much better job of looking at the data we've got. And you can see on Bitcoin, we're coming into the bottom of the EMA ribbons on the daily. So personally, I have 32.5 as my key area of support, but it's not really a good thing if we start closing below 43,000. So Bitcoin's not really looking too good. The stock market is also down, which is bringing Bitcoin down, and obviously all this selling volume on Bitcoin is really not looking good on Dogecoin and Shiba. So I'm sitting on the sidelines on both Dogecoin and Shiba. Once again, I don't necessarily think these will hold because Bitcoin is coming down very hard right now, but as long as on the daily we don't come below 13.62, we are still bullish. But this bearish engulfing candle, this selling volume, and this rejection from the 200-day, in my opinion, does not look too good. So I would just be sitting on the sidelines until we have more confluence coming in. Looking at Shiba Inu as well, you can really see the squeeze more momentum indicator. The same on both Dogecoin. Well, Dogecoin is still pretty high up right now, which means that if these do start to come down, there is a lot of momentum that we could put into the downside, and then this could fully start the downtrend again for both Dogecoin and Shiba. Shiba, on the other hand, is rolling off a little bit faster. The squeeze bomb looks like it's heading down and starting to head into the red. If we come over to the 4-hourly candles, yeah, you can see Squeeze Mom is really heading down quite fast. So I don't necessarily think we have found our bottom yet for either Shiba or Dogecoin. You can see the 4-hourly EMA ribbon is firing a short signal right now as we have flipped the EMA ribbon on the 4-hourly to the downside, and it's the same it's almost the same on Dogecoin on the 4 hour. I mean, Dogecoin is really teetering on the edge of death right now with this moving average, and you know it looks like the 4 hourly squeeze mom is about to head to the downside. So we could soon see a short signal fire in. Obviously, we haven't switched over, we haven't fallen below properly these EMA ribbons yet. So there is still a chance of recovery, but the way that Bitcoin looks, in my opinion, I still think Bitcoin might have one more leg to the downside, which in my opinion could correlate to a further push down for both Dogecoin and Shiba. Once again, on the 4 hourly for both Dogecoin and Shiba, it looks like the squeeze momentum is heading down very fast. We're definitely having the selling volume to push these down as well. And for both, well, Shiba has lost the EMA ribbon, and it looks like Dogecoin is about to lose the 4 hourly EMA ribbon. So like I said, I would be very cautious on this right now, especially if this comes down. If Dogecoin flips the daily EMA ribbon to the downside down here at 13.62 cent, it could get very ugly. Now, we have seen this before where we have a very slight trend reversal when we switch green on the EMA ribbons. You can see we did it twice here, very momentarily, and over here as well you can see we've momentarily switched these over to the green. So if the downtrend is over, personally I would need to see a break above the 18.31 cent on Dogecoin before I even think about entering a trade. But you know, it does look like we're coming down to take out this EMA ribbon and flip it to the downside, and it is the same for Shiba Inu, except we never really switch this to the upside. So the EMA ribbons and the squeeze momentum looks like they both want to head down on both Shiba and Dogecoin. Once again, I've already told you the moon line for Dogecoin, but for Shiba it's basically the same thing. We need to take out the 200-day up here at 3114. I'm not going to mention the 6 or 7 zeros that it starts with, because I'll just be here for too long if I'm always saying, you know, Shiba Inu price targets with all the zeros. Nonetheless, it looks fairly bearish to me. This is really your moon line, the 200-day. I've highlighted this before because, you know, once we don't have the 200-day down here, but specifically on Dogecoin, once we flipped the 200-day, we had a parabolic rally. We didn't have a 200-day on Shiba Inu back here, but you can kind of see it's the same thing. We found our bottom and we started to have a parabolic rally within 29 days, and we knew it was the bottom because we just kept on heading up and up and up and up. And, you know, entering anywhere around here on the pullback would have been a good idea, but right now, we're not seeing that parabolic growth for both Shiba and Dogecoin. We're not above the 200-day, so you know, I'm personally not looking to trade either of these right now. So that is all I see for Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. Best of luck if you're in any of them. Once again, none of this is financial advice, just my own opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.